Financial literacy will absolutely change your life, just like it changed mine. And today we're going over 3 reasons why I think financial literacy is so important, and 3 reasons that I don't think people really think about. So, hopefully, you get some value from this video today. We got a little different format for you today. I'm not cutting, I'm not editing, I'm not doing none of that extra stuff. I'm in front of my setup. I don't even care what it looks like. But we're going over 3 reasons why financial literacy is so important. And I'm just trying to get you guys the most value possible. That's my goal today. I don't have a goal of anything else, not even lighting. I don't even care. Number 1, financial literacy. I wrote them down. It's over there. That's why I'm looking over there. Puts you in the driver's seat. What do I mean by that? That actually gives you control over your money. When I look at people who don't budget their money, typically what I'm looking at, and this is without judgment, I'm not trying to say that these people are any less valuable. Come on, guys. What I'm saying is, typically the people who aren't tracking their finances, who aren't budgeting, are the same people who are not tracking their macros. They're the same people who's not tracking their time. It's the same people that's not taking control of their lives. They have way less control over their life. And because of that, their lives are chaotic. Things are going every which way. They don't know what's going to happen 10 minutes from now, let alone 10 years from now. Not long-term thinkers. So, what I'm here to say is, listen, money is not a good master, but it is a good servant, right? And when you start taking control of your money, you start putting it to work. You start making it a tool to actually live your life the way that you want to. Financial literacy is important. Number 2, it opens doors. Financial literacy, and what I mean by that is, let's roll back a little bit. Financial literacy, what I'm talking about here is the understanding of how money works, the understanding of what's going to happen, the cause and effect of money moves, right? The stuff we weren't taught in school. So anyway, it opens doors. What do I mean by opens doors? Well, any opportunity that comes up, right? And I'm not just talking about cryptocurrencies or anything else that pops up, any hot stocks or anything like that. Yeah, absolutely. If you have extra disposable income, you're going to be able to invest in those opportunities too. And that might make you some money, right? But it's all speculative. I digress. Going back to opening doors, listen, you have more options if you have more control over your money. And you're able to see exactly how much you're able to allocate towards those opportunities that come up. So if there's a business that you want to start, if there's an investment you'd like to put money into, those opportunities get wasted if you don't have the knowledge to know, firstly, when that opportunity comes, when it actually is here, it arises in front of you, right? You can't even see it. You're blind to it. You don't even know that it is an opportunity, right? I bet you 100 opportunities pass you every single day. You have no idea because you're not entirely sure how the system even works. So you got to know how it works, is my point. And number 3, having an elevated level of financial literacy, it ultimately leads to a more free life. We talk about financial freedom in this space a lot. Sorry, I was gathering my thoughts. We talk about financial literacy a lot in this space. And I think the most important thing to take from that conversation is financial freedom means you do what you want to do, not what you have to do. And for me, I know I hold tremendous value in not having to listen 100% of the time to what everybody else wants me to do, right? It's like the world is happening to you versus you happening to the world. That's the perspective change, right? That's the change in attitude towards when you wake up every day and you're financially free. You feel like, hey, if I don't want to go to work anymore, then guess what? I'm not going to work. And it doesn't have to be that drastic. Maybe you love what you do, right? I love what I do. Maybe you just want to prioritize something else for a period of time. Maybe you want to take some time off. Maybe you want to do this, that, or the other thing. It doesn't really matter what your goal is, right? It's all about having the ability to put your priorities in order, not anyone else's. No one else's, just yours, right? So, in all, right? Financial literacy, what does that mean? That means freedom, that means control, that means opportunity, and that means a knowledge that's going to bring you to a new level of life, in my opinion, right? And that's what it did for me, right? So, for those of you who don't know, before I started learning about money, how money works, how money changes and influences things and people, I was terrible with money, okay? I was like worse than the average person, right? Less than $1,000 in the bank account, not enough for $500 emergency expense. I was way below that, okay? At times in my life, I had negative in my account. How you have negative? How you need money to be broke? That's where I was at. That's where I was at. So I really understand the power because it changed my life, right? And that's why I do what I do now, right? I coach people on personal finance, and taking control of their money, right? If you need help taking control of your money, stop freestyling with it. DM me on any of the socials at Money Talks Jake, right? And the reason why I do that now is because, and the reason why I make these videos is because I know where I was and the potential that I had, and that realization of the potential, right, didn't happen until I started getting it up here, right? Sometimes it's not that much up here, but you know what I mean? As far as financial literacy goes, I had to build that. And it really is a skill. You'll start to see that it's a skill that's separate from making money. A lot of people think they can just make all types of money and it's going to change everything for them. It's going to fix everything for them. I'm telling you right now, it's a totally different skill, managing money, than making money. It's a different skill completely. You need both, by the way. You need both. But where my pie? Shouts out to radio. So what I'm saying is, listen, guys, you got to get financial literacy. You got to get financially literate. It's like being financially illiterate in this financial system is like not being able to read. Quite literally. It's like not being able to read. You just don't know. You don't know how the system works. How you think you going to how you think you gonna beat it? How you think you gonna get better? How you think you gonna win? It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming to my rambling session. I think I'm gonna be making more videos like this where I'm just talking, less edits, and we're just gonna have conversations, right? We're just gonna have conversations. I like talking to you guys in this way, and kind of giving you my perspective, and at the same time asking for your perspective back in the comments, right? So if you have a individual perspective that's interesting and you want to share it, go ahead and pop it down in the comments, and we'll share our stories, right? Because we all got our stories and where we came from. I think that's what we need to share today. I think that's what we need to do, is share those with each other, so we don't feel like we all alone in this game, right? It can get tough. It can get tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not apathetic to the problems that people have, right? The struggles that people have, because I had them myself, right? I had them myself for a long time, so I understand. Anyway, guys, I'll be back at it with another video soon. We'll be posting at least once a week. That's my goal for 2026. So whether it's this or a more edited video on a Friday or a Saturday, you're going to get a video from me. So stay tuned, and I'll look back at your boy. I'm out.